Hello everyone and welcome back to a Massachusetts Central Radio Show. I know it's not Thursday, I know it's not Wednesday, but it's really Thursday. I'm going to do one tonight and tomorrow. Oh, hello everybody, welcome back to, well, for those of you who didn't know who I am, Massachusetts Central Radio Show, Camo's Automotive Radio Show, you know, cars, CARS, ha ha ha. So hello everybody, sorry I didn't, I'm always doing weird intros, aren't I? You know, because I could be doing this in the chair and I'd be like, Captain's log. The Starship the USS Enterprise has just entered an asteroid field. Now I gotta go. Now I have to bring it through. So I could be doing that. Could be doing William Shatner, but I could be doing Billy Shatner. For those of you who watched my channel origins video the other day, for those of you who stumble upon it sometime in the future, you guys don't know why I do that. I used to do the Captain, why I used to be known as Camo's log. Camo's log, like Captain's log, you know. William James T. Kirk, played by William or Billy Shatner back in the 60s and 70s and 80s until Patrick Stewart took over. A couple of things I have to go over before I go downstairs and take a shower. Before this day is out, I thought I'd do this thing early. So, hello everybody, welcome. I just want to announce that I just wanted to let you guys know something big and a question that you guys will probably, and some of you will watch my Gran Turismo videos and some of you will be watching them in the future. I know a few of you guys watch my videos. So you guys are probably wondering, why am I not commentating on my videos anymore? Well, it's not that the game has gotten duller, or it's not that the game stinks, because a lot of people are backlashing on it and people are bashing on it and stuff like that. It's just a game. It's just a harmless game, people. Just a harmless game, people. There's nothing you guys can do, you know. I understand that they can only do so much, and they kind of knew the reason why Gran Turismo Sport kind of got what it did was because Gran Turismo, a lot of people don't really understand this, and a lot of people just don't kind of get it. The Gran Turismo community, I'm going to still support the game. I love the game to bits. I do engine swaps now, and I do tests and all this other stuff, because there's like, how many cars in the game? I'm like, I wish I could tune every possible car in the game, and I will do that. And I can milk the content. So, I mean, I can test engine swaps, I can test little cars, hybrid cars. I haven't done too many hybrids, actually, so, and I kind of fixed that by, actually testing and lapping a Tesla Model X and Tesla Model S in one of my videos. I put a spoiler on it, and I actually did a race. I don't know if I recorded the footage. I might buy one again and I might show you guys. But let's just say I went to the American Classic Championship 5-lap race at Road Atlanta, and I actually ended up winning with a tuned Tesla Model S. Pretty freaking good. You only can get another 24 horsepower out of it, which is stupid. They should just give you another battery, or just offer another battery size so you can do that. Or they should have let you upgrade, or they should just let you upgrade the battery, but I think that's too little bit above them. I don't think Kaz really wants to do that, because EVs are kind of boring in the game, unless you have a Porsche or a Porsche Taycan or a Porsche Coupe or a Porsche Spider hybrid. You're probably not going to do anything whatsoever, you know. So the reason why I don't commentate is because I've fooled around with the settings. I've tried to talk into the microphone as loud as I can, and I can't do it. And I just kind of sat there, and I was like, I think you guys would rather hear the mic sound a little bit more. I might do that for GTA videos, and I might do it for the occasional walkthrough video of if I do a game in the future. If I do a walkthrough of a game in the future, I'm not going to do Crew Motorfest because it kept crashing on me so it kept crashing on me, and I would have done the demo for you guys, but it kept crashing 9 million times. So I don't know if they fixed the balance or if they've done whatever. Anybody knows in the comment section, please tell me. There's a couple reasons why I don't record audio in Gran Turismo anymore. First of all, it's all about cars. I want you guys to hear the cars. I want you guys to see it. Plus, you can see what I'm doing on screen anyway. A lot of Gran Turismo guys, already have the World's Touring Car Challenge things already up there. And there's actually 3 new cars in the game. There's a Honda Civic, there's a Mazda Group 4, and then there's a RCR tuned 2.4 K20. It's a Honda Civic It's a Honda Civic SI engine with a turbo. It's a K24 with a turbo on it, and it's got like 400 horsepower for front wheel drive. I don't know what Honda thinks. I don't know what Honda was thinking, or what Honda was thinking about making it front wheel drive. They should have made it rear, although it makes it cheaper. People are. I'll get to the vision about not having the events or a track or whatever. I'll get to my reasons why I did that, and I will explain to you why we had what we got. So, and the evolution of these games. The reason why I don't commentate, I said, yes, you can't hear me over the engines. I'd rather let you guys hear the engines and see some of the beautiful scenery. I also noticed when I was filming the episodes that I wasn't really talking when I should have been, and it's hard to drive and talk at the same time. And I don't want to voice them over and have them drown out the engine sound, because that'd be boring. You guys don't see me driving cars so to go, oh yeah, I took this right turn and I think this apex a little too hard. I'm not like that. And I'm not like, I'm not like that one guy that reacts insanely to the engine tunes and all this other stuff. I mean, it's cars. We live in a time where cars have 15, 16, 17, 15 to 1600 horsepower, and the Bugatti Veyron, the Bugatti Chiron, and stuff like that. People make it seem like this is a big thing. And what's even more interesting is I see what's his face on YouTube, Black Panther. I don't know what it is about thumbnails and driving a reaction. I'm just gonna tell you guys like this: you'll never see me do a thumbnail, an overreactive thumbnail. You'll never see me like, or like that on a thumbnail and have the car and have a screenshot of the thing. You guys will never see me do that. There's 2 reasons why I don't do that. One, I don't do clickbait because you guys are just watching me talk, and you guys are watching the car, and you guys are watching the me drive a car. So I don't know how stupid that is. I mean, he can do it because he has a cult following and stuff like that, but I don't understand it really. But he's obviously got the algorithm down, and he's obviously got this algorithm down. He knows how to attract viewers, but it kind of just sucks that, a little guy like me just doing old-fashioned way, kind of drags along, but I'll do it my style. Black Panther will do it his style. His videos are, I'm just gonna say, his reactions, his thumbnails are crazy. His thumbnails are crazy. I'll tell you that, and I don't really like them. But he's hilarious when he shoots the actual videos. Like, he really gives a reaction of what he's feeling right now or something like that. But that's fine with me. But the thumbnails don't do that. And the second thing is, the reason why I don't commentate my videos is because it taints the content, and you guys won't be able to hear. You guys won't be able to. You guys won't be able to do that, and I will never do a face cam. Screw that. I'll never do a face cam. And the other thing is, I want to enjoy the game while I'm doing it, and while I'm doing it, I'm still playing and showing it up to you guys, but at least I'm giving my full attention, because when I start talking, I'm talking at the same time. I'm like, yeah, I see these guys on these Director Eye Pro wheels, whatnot, and they're just sitting there, and they're like, you just see them staring up at the screen, and they're like oh my God, and they're doing all this crap, and I'm like, I just can't do that. I'm like, first off, I'm not going to show the interior of my home, the interior of my house and stuff like that while I'm playing, and plus, I'm just sitting there, I'm not staring at you guys. Plus, I'm just sitting there, like, I just look at the only guy on YouTube who does racing videos who can do that and look absolutely hilarious, and I love him to death. I will watch his videos till the end of time. Jimmy Broadbent. Jimmy Broadbent's hilarious. If you guys don't know who Jimmer is, or Jimmy as he's known, he's hilarious. I implore you guys to actually watch him. He's hilarious. He's downright funny. He comes up with some crazy stuff, and being on the PC, and he has a set of courses, he's pretty crazy. But the other thing is, my microphone. I have to figure out what the heck is up with my microphone and how I can project my voice, and stuff like that. Until I figure that out, I'm not going to do it. If I'm going to give an update to you guys or something like that. And second of all, the game's about 1.5 years old now, so it's not like, you guys, I'm not really bringing you guys extra good content. It's the same stuff, and the cars have been these cars have been in Gran Turismo's repertoire for the last decade or so. So a lot of the cars that we have. Let me just talk about the origins of Gran Turismo next. Screw the whole why I'm not commentating anything. I'll tell you guys why I don't complain about the series, or why I think Gran Turismo is actually building on. If anything, a lot of people just sit there and they go, oh, this is baloney, this is nothing, this is great. Kazunori Yamaguchi, whatever his name is, Kazunori Yamaguchi, or whoever his name is, him and his team have slaved over this game series for over 25 years for you people. I think there should be a little bit more respect for this guy's genius. I'm just going to tell you this right now. Gran Turismo 7 is probably, it's as close, it's the reason why I bought the game last year, back in March last year, is because I thought it was going to be a groundbreaking game. They were going to add some cool stuff. You're going to be able to sell cars. You're going to be able to customize them. You're going to be able to put engines in them, because I finally thought this thing was going to compete with Forza. And they've actually delivered, And the development of this game has been going on since the very beginning. For those of you who've been playing Gran Turismo, and I know there's channels out there that say, oh, we've been Gran Turismo people for over 25 years. We've been playing this game forever. We've been playing since the early days. Well, I'm just about to tell you this, because Yuri Namaguchi actually sacrificed his. If you guys read some of the interviews, he actually sacrificed the first two Gran Turismos. He actually sacrificed a lot of home time from his wife and kids, actually, to give us a good product so that he could actually live and he could actually spend time with the, especially spend time with the kids, so he wouldn't have to do that. So, and all this other crap, because he had a bright idea, and obviously it was going to take it. And I hate to break it to you, but because of the Japanese work ethic, that the almost pristine work ethic that the Japanese have, they actually were able to put this thing out way before Forza was able to put this out back in the early 2000s. And it predates Forza because it's 25 years old. Well, it's 26 years old technically, so it was 22. Yeah, so it came out in like 95, 96, 97 ish. And back in the 90s, it was a bit of a, financially, Japan wasn't doing so well at one point. And this was a pretty groundbreaking thing. And their work ethic, I hate to say it, a lot better than ours in America. A lot better than ours in America. It actually rivals and even matches it. So, Kaz, that you guys all praise and love, slaved over the first two games for 97 and 90 in the 90s, in the early 90s and the early 2000s, to give you guys a groundbreaking game way before Forza was even invented. Forza didn't come out till what, 2004, 2005. Kaz had the real driving simulator game beat 9 years. Real driving simulators beat 9 years already. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, there's arcade games, but those don't count. So they did this like 8, 9 years before Forza even had a chance to buzz. So, you know, it's, and then what happened was Gran Turismo stagnated a little bit. Forza kind of got better. I think it was after Forza either 4, 5, or 6 that they actually started doing engine swaps, and you could actually put different motor. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but those didn't come out till like, when did Forza 5 come out? When did Forza 4? Forza 4 didn't come out till Forza 5 didn't come out till like 2011 or something, like 12 or 13. No, I was still in community college. I think it was Forza. I think it was Forza. Yeah, it was Forza. I think it was either Forza 4 or Forza 5. Can't remember. But I remember them introducing. But even then they didn't have it. And Gran Turismo hadn't come out with a game in like a year, because Gran Turismo 5 had just come out. And I remember purchasing Gran Turismo 4. Well, not purchasing. I remember getting it for my birthday. I remember getting that, and the Forza coming out a year later, and everybody's like, "Oh, the simulator's so good." But I was on Xbox. But I was on Xbox all the time, and but I was on Forza. I mean, not Forza, but I was on Sony PlayStation, so I didn't have a chance to get an Xbox. And we never wanted to get an Xbox because my dad was like, "Why do we need another game system? You guys are already trouble not staying off this one, you know, that sort of thing." And he was like, "Why would I want Microsoft to be?" And I said, "Why would I want a Microsoft product? Why would I want Bill Gates to be invading your gaming system and stuff, blah, 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 you know, that sort of thing." No offense to Microsoft and Bill Gates. You guys have a great company. I love you guys to death. I've had many of your products over the years, and I've played on them a few times, and I managed to actually downgrade Windows 95 to 3.1 when I was a kid, and I was only 5, 6 years old. So yeah, it wasn't around till Gran Turismo 6 that, it wasn't until Gran Turismo 5 and Gran Turismo 6 that they started kind of up their game a little bit. The cars would slide around more, and Gran Turismo 6, the cars would snap on you a little bit more. They would be a little bit more reactive, but they would still stick to the thing like glue. Forza managed to kind of not do that, and they kind of managed to not, the cars wouldn't stay glued to the track, cars would spin its tires, roll and whatnot, and oversteer if you got the power application wrong. which I actually liked, and I remember playing Forza. What did I play? I remember playing Forza Motorsport. It was either 5. I think it was 5. Yeah, I think it was either 4 or 5. My aunt's boyfriend. Had gave me the console and stuff like that. He had a hard drive, and I asked him for his password. I was actually able to create an account and actually start over again. And actually, I didn't want to butt into his account because I didn't have his password. And I told him, I said, it's great. I might get Forza down the line. I might get an Xbox because that might be the thing. This was back in like 2012, I think. Yeah, so this is right after Forza came out. This is right after Forza 4 came out. Or Forza 5 came out. I remember when Forza 5 came out. Forza Horizon didn't come out too much later, but and then in 2013, Forza's competitor Gran Turismo came out with Gran Turismo 6, and then people were like, people were kind of like, oh yeah, cool, there's more cars, we have better stuff like that, like we get the Volkswagen Beetle and all this other stuff, and we got a Schwimmen wagon and a Canoe and a Kubel wagon and stuff like that from the German army, from Volkswagen, even though we didn't ask for it, that sort of thing. And we got the trike motor car and stuff like that, which I wish Gran Turismo would actually bring back. I'm like, Kaz, can you bring back the patent motor wagon so we can have some fun going 2-3 miles an hour? That'd be cool. But wishful thinking. It's just, I think they started to kind of lay the roots for Gran Turismo 7 all the way back to Gran Turismo 4, and that was kind of the first game where it was online, even though I didn't have a LAN connection back then, and I don't think I would go to the internet until 2014 on the PS4. So I don't think until LA Noire and Mafia 2 came out, and Mafia 2 was kind of the first DLC-driven game that we ever played. A lot of you probably think, oh yeah, this is the greatest DLC. The DLC has been around for 3 years. DLC has been around a lot longer than that, but actually, DLC has been around a lot longer than that. Game Pack and Game Boy on if you ever put a Game Boy to a GameCube on, or add on content. If you had a GameCube, you could actually if you played Harry Potter in the Chamber of Secrets, you could actually enter this room while you were playing the game hooked up to and you could actually get the secret room, which you can't access on the PlayStation. You can't access on the regular Game Boy Advance, but and Pokemon Stadium had it too, because you had to add on your game stuff and all that other stuff. So it's been around a long time. So it's been around for like DLC and added content's been around a lot longer than that. So yeah, and I think DLC and I think added content has been on a lot longer than that. But I could be wrong. But because again, you guys can comment. You guys can throw that in the comment section what you guys think about that. I think Gran Turismo 4 kind of started the whole online thing, because it wasn't until 2004 that we started getting World Circuits, and we got Le Mans, and we got Laguna Seca, we got Fuji Speedway, which we didn't have in Gran Turismo 2 and 3. Laguna Seca has been around since forever, because Laguna Seca has been around since like the 50s, so hooray, plus we have changeable conditions now, which is something Forza does now and Project Cars does now. That didn't really come out until, it didn't come out till 2000, and really didn't come out till Gran Turismo 7, which a lot of people are like, oh, it should have come out years earlier and stuff like that. and night racing was dependent on track, and is dependent on track. I think night racing kind of started in Gran Turismo. Night racing or racing under the lights started, I think, in Gran Turismo 4 a little bit. Early Gran Turismo 3 with Laguna Seca. So Laguna Seca, actually, if you guys played the old versions of Laguna Seca, you guys will know that Laguna Seca was done during the sunset. I don't know why. It was just a California thing, even though it should have been sunny as heck. So yeah, and then Gran Turismo 6 came along in 2013 and gave us events, the used car dealership. Well, actually, they had that in 2004. They gave us special events and stuff like that. They started doing online racing, lobbies and stuff like that. I remember racing a couple of lobbies in Gran Turismo 6 and getting my ass killed, but yeah. With tuners and stuff like that. I remember racing against a bunch of Miatas being the back of the pack and getting shuffled out because I was too slow. Because all the guys had assists off. They added more cars in Gran Turismo 6. And we got some pretty unique events. We got the Sebastian. We started getting the Vision Gran Turismo cars. We started getting the Sebastian Vettel X10, and we're dominating a few events on that. And then, actually, I think Gt7 started all that, but yeah, Gt7 I think started the X2010. I think it was until Gran Turismo 6 came out that we started getting the Vision GT cars, and we started getting the Gran Turismo VGT Super Hawk, or whatever, the Super Hawk or Hawkwing, whatever the hell you want to call it. That kind of gave away all the fantasy cars because Forza had already been doing it with the Warthog anyway, with Forza Vista in 2004, in Gran Turismo 5 and Forza 5 and Forza 4 and Forza 5, and Forza 6, Forza 7 also had Forza Vista, but not as good. It's no longer commented by Jeremy Clarkson. If you guys wanted to play one of the old Forzas, you should emulate the Forza with Jeremy Clarkson, talking about Aston Martin DB5s and Lotuses and all this other stuff. They sort of, and Gran Turismo sort of took over that, and that's when the Gran Turismo started to really kind of get into that territory where they kind of experimental vehicles. Experimental vehicles actually weren't new to Gran Turismo. For those of you who saw the Nike 2022 car, where you were actually able to power by a human being, even though it didn't look like it, and it went 2,000 miles an hour. If you modded it right on the PC, I remember those days. And then the Chaparral VGT, which I wish we got a real Chaparral, and stuff like that. We do have a couple of Chaparrals. I wish they'd add on a couple other Chaparrals that were in the game. There's not the 2J fan car with that 2 million horsepower and sucks to the ground like it's got bubble gum on the bottom of its tires, and it's cornering on magnets basically on the track, which is what most people talked about Gran Turismo's handling back then, until somebody decided to finally loosen up the handling and actually give the cars railroad physics about a decade ago. And then they kind of needed to kind of figure out how to do Gran Turismo, maximize online, because at the time in 2016, 2017, a lot of games were nixing the campaign, and Gran Turismo said, yeah, we kind of have to nix the campaign. We're going to make this more online based, and we're going to give you guys a multiplayer. But we're also going to give you guys an arcadey like simulation of these games, because Battlefield 3 was obviously dominating that, and Battlefield in Battlefield 2042, which was a complete and utter failure. It sucks. I'm never gonna play it again. And it's and they were kind of riding that wave, but it kind of actually helped because they didn't completely ditch the ability to drive the cars, and you could go up against everybody. You could get an FIA driver's license, not a real one, obviously. Oh yeah, by the way, Gran Turismo 6 did the GT Academy, and we got cool cars out of that too for about 2 years, 2015, 2016, and then GT Sport came out in 17, and Kaz decided to milk that 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22 for about 6 years. And that added a lot of mechanics that we have in Gran Turismo 7 today. And stuff like that. Obviously not the ability to sell cars, which is what we had back in Gran Turismo 4. So we could actually, because we could actually pawn off of it. And he was like, the only reason why I don't think they did that is because cars prices were increasing, and a Formula One car was like $10 million, or it was like $7 to $10 million back then, and a lot of people were like, yeah, we're not paying this much money for a car that we're not going to drive, and we can't really tune up. I remember buying credits to get a Ferrari 250 GT Lusso, and I remember hating the fact that I had to pay an arm and a leg just to get a $4 or $5 million car. And I remember getting a $4 or $5 million car. And I remember trying to get a GT40 back when Gran Turismo 6 came out, and I was sitting there, I'm like, $20 million is not worth that much. Now it's worth six. Now it's worth $6.5 million or something like that. Some actually approachable. Thank you. Thank you, Gran Turismo, for cutting the slack on there. And they added more cars and stuff like that, and they added some more features, and you're actually able to pay for your cars and your DLC and stuff like that. I mean, I got an Aston Martin DB3S paying $2, which was stupid, but I did it anyway. Through gift cards, obviously. I didn't have a credit card back when Gran Turismo Sport came out. Now I do. And I'm regretting the decision, and I'm not regretting the decision ever. I just can't use it all that much. So yeah, I just want to say that, and when GT7 came out, a lot of people were like, well, this is going to really be hitting, so they're fusing. So it's kind of a fusion between Gran Turismo 6, Gran Turismo Sport, and they kind of just jumped into one, and they just added on a 7 on the end. And a lot of people were disappointed at launch. I just want to say that Gran Turismo right now I wonder how many years they could kind of get out with this one, but they could back maybe 8 years ago when Sport came out, maybe 8, 9, 10 years ago when 6 and Sport came out, but the competition has ramped up since then, and now you got Project Cars now, so Project Cars has kind of spoiled the landscape. But that's more of a real simulator than just because you really don't have a campaign. You have a career mode, obviously, but that takes time and effort. You got to know how to set up your cars, and you got to be really hardcore, and you got to have a wheel and stuff like that. I've done a couple touring car events, and it's hard to get into, and you really have to know what you're doing. I don't ever want to do a walkthrough one of those because it's bogus. I will do multiplayer. I've done a couple of World Championship seasons and some other games, but not much. I just want to tell you guys that Gran Turismo right now is kind of in a state where they want to, I'm going to say they can add on, but they don't want to add on too much because you don't want to make the game too boisterous because they already have over 400 plus cars in the game. I mean, there's only so many combinations they can do, and if they give us too much at once, we're not gonna know what to do with all the content, and it gives a chance for people to kind of enjoy the cars a little bit, enjoy the cars a little bit, tune them up, have fun with them, and then go on to the next thing. I think it's fine. I don't know what people are bitching about. They're like, oh, we want another track. I'm just going to tell you this right now. You can go into Project Cars, and Project Cars 2 if you guys have it. You guys can go anywhere now. A lot of games have engine swaps now. If you guys have an Xbox, go to Xbox and play Forza Horizon 5. I have Forza Horizon 5 and I'm having a ball. So, and it's kind of cool to have the contrast and stuff like that. And I think don't get me wrong, the Forza series is great. I think it's amazing. I think they have a great idea, but it's always nice to go back to the thing you know best, and that was Gran Turismo. And a lot of people are probably shying away from Gran Turismo because of Motorfest. And Motorfest is, well, Cruise the Crew. It's a cool game. I like it. I like the graphics, and I know they're trying to imitate Forza for a little bit, and we may get a Motorfest number 2 soon in the future, maybe in the future, but I think Gran Turismo has kind of reached that point where it's not perfect, but it's ideal for what it has to do, and I know what people are going to be bitching about. I mean, people are like, "Oh, we want more points-paying events. We want to get $1 million. We don't want to do that. We don't want to grind over and over and over again, you know." And it's almost like they think we're not going to do it. The reason why I kind of say this is because Gran Turismo community, I hate to break it to you, but when you guys say we found a game breaking idea, we found a glitch, they patch it up and no one can enjoy the game anymore. They start nerfing things because you guys make it obviously too easy. Now I'm just gonna say this. When I first started up the game and I got that 1.5 million credits, it sort of killed my ability to kind of enjoy the game. I kind of just cheesed some of the games. I might even go through some of the races with lesser powered cars, and I might use it because it kind of killed my ability to go through the game and kind of enjoy it a little bit, and trying to enjoy the mechanics and kind of tuning your car to kind of get what you needed out of it. Even though as the game got progressively worse, you guys had the PB restrictions, so that sort of made it a little bit easier. So they sort of made it easier for you at the beginning, but they ratcheted it up as the game aged. As you went on the game, they wanted to make it more level. They kind of wanted to up the challenge, which is what I like. But yeah, I understand what people are saying. They can do a lot better. It's ideal for now, but could they make it perfect? Could they make it into that ultimate simulator? Could they actually be? My guess is they're waiting for Forza to drop, do their thing, blow over, let all the hype happen, and then they'll start making improvements because it's what they're going to do. And then they'll drop tracks. We'll see what they do. Kaz has always been known to do things a certain way, you know. But this is the ideal version of this game because last time I checked, this has been like 10 years in the making. So 10, 15 years, 10, 13 years, maybe even 25 years in the making. The whole series is built on. So, plus I hate to say it. Everybody's bitching like, well, we only get 5 cars. I'm like, we only get 3 cars. We get 5 with this update. We get 5 mainstream cars. So we get the 3 Honda Civics, we get the Toyota, and we get the Amber ones. Which I'm not gonna lie, Paul Philippine weak as hell. you know, even if you tune it. So, I just want to give you guys a food for thought. I'm not bashing anybody, I'm not calling anybody but spoiled brats or anything, but please keep in mind that you guys are purchasing this game. You guys purchased this game. You guys paid, for those of you who pre-ordered, paid $100 for this. Paid $100 for this to play it on PlayStation, play it on PS5 or whatnot, and after spending $500 million on the console, I'm trying to find it. I think we should give this time. I'm probably thinking Forza Motorsport. Forza Motorsport is probably gonna. Forza Motorsport is definitely gonna be an interesting one, and we'll see how it goes. If I might be singing praises for Forza Motorsport at some point because I never played the game. I've never played the game. This is my first time ever playing a Forza Motorsport game when it comes out on the 10th. Even though I'm gonna get it early because I got the premium add-on. But I just want to say, guys, that we have a great system, and yeah, I understand they could probably do better and stuff like that. But let me tell you, I think you guys should give these guys a shot, and I think you guys should give these guys a shot I think you guys should give these guys a shot to improve the game and make it better for us. I know I've been for like 41 minutes, but I had to get this. So the state of Gran Turismo is ideal but not perfect, and I think it's better for ideal than perfect because there's no such thing as a perfect thing. There's no such thing as a perfect game and stuff like that because well, there is a perfect game in baseball, but that's for a pitcher and stuff like that. But that's for pitching and stuff like that. The perfect game, then that doesn't exist. Like the perfect race or the perfect race or just the ideal race or something like that. You know, as Al McNish once said. But yeah, I think Gran Turismo has grown a lot and has evolved to what it has to be. And I like some of the ideas that they came out with, and I'm having a blast with the game. It will definitely be interesting to see how they compete with Forza when it comes out on the 10th. It's just one of those things where if there might be a knee-jerk reaction, Forza might be boring, who knows, because as I'm hearing, the leveling system to get parts might be stupid, and we might be doing this, we might be doing that. We'll see how this goes. Some people might absolutely hate it. Some people might absolutely love it. Maybe Forza will actually be good enough to where we're not going to cheat, because the leveling system will be interesting. But I'm not going to do any of my premonitions or make any premature you know, I'm not going to do any premature assumptions just yet because I haven't played the game. And I don't know how the experience is going to be because it's my first Forza Motorsport. And from what I'm hearing, you know, could be interesting, could be subjective, who knows. But I just want to say that, you know, Gran Turismo has come a long way. It could be better, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later. Hope you guys like this, drop a like and stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know this is the longest one I've done in a while because I've missed last couple of days. And when you see me tomorrow, this will all be shaved, by the way. So I'm gonna upload this when I get upstairs, and well, actually, I'm just gonna upload this right now, actually. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I will. I might do a GTA video tomorrow. I don't know, so we'll see. I'm getting out kind of late tomorrow because I'm getting out at 6 tomorrow. I'm getting out 6:30 tomorrow, so because I'm closing, so more so I can go to bed a little bit later tonight, so I can stay in bed a little bit later tomorrow. I can stay in bed until 8 o'clock tomorrow. Unheard of. 8:30, which is unheard of. But yeah, I'll see you guys later and hope you guys enjoyed this. Good night for now. Peace out.